Press start.
Go.
Okay, this is our Topic 12 review. You will see questions just like these on your test tomorrow. So this is one last chance to take a look at how to do each of these problems. This first problem is multiplying a fraction by a whole number. As a reminder, of means multiply. So 2/3 of 27 is 2/3 times 27. So I'm going to put a multiplication right over that of. Now, I also know that I need to turn this whole number into a fraction. I do that by putting a 1 underneath. Now, all I do when I multiply fractions is multiply my numerators and my denominators. Now, I like to see if I can cross-reduce before I can do that. It makes my multiplying so much easier. I see that I can reduce 3 and 27. They can both be divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Now I'm going to do my multiplying. 2 times 9 is 18. 1 times 1 is 1. 18 over 1 is equal to the whole number 18. All right, now we'll look at multiplying two fractions. I have 2/9 times 3/10. First thing I always look for is to see if I can cross-reduce. I'm going to look at these two numbers here. I see a 2 and a 10. Those are both even, so I know I can divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now I look at these two numbers. I have a 3 and a 9. I know that I can divide both of those numbers by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Now I just multiply my numerators and multiply my denominators. 1 times 1 is 1. 3 times 5 is 15. And there's my answer. It's already in simplest form, 1/15. That is multiplying two fractions. Simple. Multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. But see if you can reduce first. Okay, we're going to go over here to a few more problems. Our first one is dividing a whole number by a fraction. Same thing I did before. I need to turn that whole number into a fraction by putting a 1 underneath it. Now, remember, the only time you flip is when you see division symbol or when you hear the word divide. If it is a division problem, that is when you flip the second fraction. So, I'm going to rewrite this problem. When I'm given a division problem, I can't move the numbers around. I have to keep them in the order that I am given. So, I'm going to keep 6 over 1. Now I start my flipping. My division symbol flips to a multiplication symbol, and my 3/4 flips to 4 over 3. Now, I have a problem just like I had before, multiplying fractions. I look to see if I can cross-reduce. I have 1 and 4, I can't reduce those. I look at 3 and 6. I know those can both be divided by 3. I have 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now, you know how to do this. Multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. 2 times 4 is 8. 1 times 1 is 1. 8 over 1 is equal to the whole number 8. Okay, now we'll take a look at a problem that is a fraction divided by a fraction. So, just like we said before, first fraction stays the same, 3/8. I need to start flipping. I flip my division symbol to a multiplication symbol. I flip my second fraction, always the second fraction. 1/4 flips to 2 over 1. 4 over 1. 1/4 flips to 4 over 1. Now I see if I can cross-reduce to make my multiplying easier. I look at these two numbers here. I have a 4 and an 8. I know that I can divide by 2, but I also can divide by 4, and that's going to make it even more simple. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. I can't do anything here with 3 and 1. So now I multiply. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 1 is 2. I end up with an improper fraction. Remember, you have all of these steps written in your math notebook. Study that tonight. I need to now turn this into a mixed number. 2 goes into 3. 2 goes into 3 one whole time. There is 1 left over, and I keep my denominator of 2. So I have 1 1/2 for my final answer. 2 more problems to go. All right, over here we have multiplying mixed numbers. We have worked on this. You know what you're doing. As a reminder, you need to turn your mixed numbers into improper fractions. You do that by multiplying your denominator and your whole number and adding your numerator. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. My denominator stays the same, 3. Do the same thing over here. Turn my mixed number into an improper fraction. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 is 21, over 5. Now, I see if I can cross reduce. I can't do anything with 5 and 7. I can do something with 3 and 21. They can both be divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Okay, now I do my multiplying. Same thing you did on this problem. Same thing you did on this problem. Same thing you did on this problem. You're doing the same thing. Multiply your numerators. 7 times 7 is 49. Multiply your denominators. 1 times 5 is 5. I cannot have an improper fraction for my final answer, so I have to see how many times 5 can go into 49. I know that 5 times 9 is 45. I know that 5 times 10 is 50. I can't use 10 because I can't have a number that's greater than 49. So 5 goes into 49 9 times. That's 45. So I'm going to count from 45 to 49. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. I have 4 left over, and my denominator stays the same. My final answer is 9 4/5. Last problem is 3 2/3 divided by 1 1/2. Every single step of this problem you know how to do and you've done before. It's just a matter of putting it all together. First things first. Mixed numbers need to be turned into improper fractions. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 plus 2 is 11. Denominator of 3 stays the same. Same thing over here. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3, over the denominator of 2. Now, I have to do some flipping because this is a division problem. My first fraction always stays the same, so 11/3, I just write again. My division symbol needs to flip to a multiplication symbol, and my second fraction needs to flip. So 3 over 2 turns into 2 over 3. All right, I'm going to see if I can cross reduce. 3 and 2. I cannot do anything with those. There's no number that will divide into 3 and into 2 evenly. I look at 3 and 11. I can't do anything with those either. Oh well. All right, so I'm going to go and do my multiplying now. You know how to do this. We've done it on every single other problem we've had. Multiply the numerators. 11 times 2 is 22. Multiply the denominators. 3 times 3 is 9. Oh, again, I can't be left with an improper fraction. I have to turn that into a mixed number. I have to see how many times 9, my denominator, can go into my numerator, 22. 9 can go into 22 2 whole times without going over. 9 times 2 is 18. So how much do I have left over? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I have 4 left over. And again, my denominator stays the same. I have 9. And my final answer is 2 divided by 4/9. Now, we've talked about this. Every single step here, you know how to do. And you can do. Please study your math notebook and watch the videos so you'll be ready for your test tomorrow. Press stop.
We want some A's.